My name is Samantha and I started Project Cookoh at the beginning of Circuit Breaker in March 2020. So Project Cookoh is a project to help kickstart home-based businesses for low-income women living in the rental flat community of Jalan Cookoh. One of our moms is Heni. She's a young Indonesian mother in her 20s and she has 4 children below the age of 7. So when we first met her, she wasn't in the best mental space. Her husband was a sole breadwinner. He worked as a cleaner, but due to a physical condition and due to COVID, he had to stop working. So because of that, I thought that this was a really good time to leverage their talents in cooking and baking and to jump onto the food delivery bandwagon and help them start businesses. These mothers, are often stay-home mothers and they have multiple children to care for, and usually their husbands are the sole breadwinners of the household. So Circuit Breaker was an extremely difficult time for them as many of their husbands had lost their jobs. So one of my good friends, Abby, she's a baker. I got her help to help Heni with her brownie recipe. Heni is very hardworking and very innovative. She would YouTube for new recipes to try to have variants to her product. So today she has sea salt, she has cheesecake brownie, peanut butter, and a lot of them were her ideas. I first started by creating social media pages for all of them on Facebook and Instagram. I roped in my friend Abby, who's a food photographer, to take really beautiful photos, and she also created logos for them as she does some graphic design. And the mode of ordering is through a Google Sheet, where it's a combined Google form where you can place your orders by the individual home chefs and you can pay a one-time delivery charge from the same neighborhood. My goal from the very start was to create sustainable businesses for these mothers such that I will become obsolete and they will be able to run their businesses and own something that they can be proud of. When the project first started, I was doing everything end-to-end, from marketing to logistics to operations. And as the months rolled and they grew more confident in themselves, in their skills, and in running their own business, I relinquished tasks one by one to them slowly. And now, in a span of 6 months, since they all first began, they're running their own businesses. Through Project Cookoh, I've not just seen Heni gain a source of income, but a whole community of people who love and care for her. Apart from Abby, a few other friends from church, they were the first customers of Heni's brownies. And that really helped as word of mouth grew, and my church, Redemption Hill, started ordering brownies as care packages to leaders in the congregation, and other churches had also heard of this, and other churches also got involved to do the same. To see so many people care for her in a way I never thought was possible, I think that's really testament to God's grace and God's providence. She is now the sole breadwinner of her family with this baking business, and she works together with her husband every day on it, and they have more than what they had before to save up for their family. A verse that I've been always challenged by is Micah 6:8, which asks us to do justice, love kindness, and walk humbly. And I think that if we understand the message of the gospel, then we should see how he calls us to join his renewing work in the community. I'm always asking myself, how can I be a good steward of the gifts and the talents and the resources that I've been blessed with? And I believe that all of us have skills, time, talent, money to contribute, and it's about finding creative ways to do it. So whether it's using our intellect, physical abilities, social capital, I do believe that God wants us to bless others with what He has blessed us with and uplift the lives of others.
I believe that there is no task too small or no person too insignificant for us to give up our time to the people around us.
Thank you.
For people who wish to help and don't know where to start, I would say that first pray and ask God to open your eyes to the needs around you and where He might want to use you in the community. Whether it is with teens, children, elderly or migrant workers or expectant mothers, I think that we can all be used mightily for the work of His hands. And it's also good to take stock of what God has blessed us with, what gifts and talents you might have already, and what He has blessed you with so that you can use it to bless others.